Hello, my people. Welcome to today's episode of the Let's Talk About Everything series. It's a Sunday. I know some people are in church, while some people are just catching up with friends and family and just taking advantage of today as a day of rest. Whatever you're doing, I decided to do an easy episode just for us to listen and let's talk about things. Let's genuinely talk about this. Now, today's topic is about second chances. And I saw a particular story, and it was a very sad story. Now, a brother, let's say his name is Michael for the purpose of this video, went to Norway 10 years ago. Now, he slept in the cold and he did all sorts of things in Norway just for him to go to school in Norway, get an education to improve himself such that he could get a good job. And he managed to get a job, still not a very great job, but at least able to pay him wages for him to live and for him to start to send money home to his family. Now, his nuclear family, his mother, his brother, and his sister, because his father was late. And one of the things that his father had always wanted, and because Michael was the first son, was for them to have their own family house on a plot of land that the father had managed to secure. So this was one of the things that had always been top of mind for Michael. He wanted to continue that family legacy, that father legacy. For non-Nigerians and even for other nationalities, we probably are familiar with this sort of situation, this sort of story. But it's very, very common, especially for Nigerians from the southeast of Nigeria. Now, over time, after the first 6 years, Michael was able to finally start to send money home to his family so that they could begin to build on the plot of land. Now, his brother had secured an architect, got architectural designs for a 4-bedroom apartment where everyone could, a 4-bedroom villa where everyone would be able to stay. And he'd been sending money for 3 years because of the amount of his wages. He wasn't able to send more, so they were doing gradual building of this project. Now, I don't know how his family were able to convince him, but throughout this period, they were not sending him pictures or videos of this project. They were just, based on the architectural plan, just made him believe that they were making progress and that when he was able to finally come to Nigeria, he would get the chance to see this project for himself. And he decided a year before completion that he wanted to surprise his family in Nigeria. He got some time off work and he wanted to see this project. And he flew to Nigeria, and from the airport, he went directly to this land just to see the property before going to where his mother lives. Now, on getting to this land, one, the land was not fenced and there was nothing, no construction whatsoever on this land. He had to ask people around whether he was at the right place, whether something was wrong, but still giving his family the benefit of doubt. He felt, okay, maybe they had purchased some other land or something had happened that had made them decide to move the construction, and they decided to go to his mother's place to have the conversation. He got to his mother's place, and the first person to see him was his sister, and she was there screaming and she ran into the house. He was a bit surprised because, okay, maybe she's going to call the family, going to call the mother and the brother. And his mother came out and she was like, Michael. And his mother didn't even run to hug him as well. And eventually he got into the house, they welcomed him. And then after just washing his hands and just dropping his boxes, he said, Mother, where is my brother? I said, your brother is not around right now. He will be back soon. Something happened to the land. Did something happen to the project that we're building? Did he move the building site? And the mother said, I think your brother will be in the best place to have this conversation with you. At this point, he was beginning to panic. What's my brother's number? I just sent him a WhatsApp message. I said, yeah, send him another message. He will respond. And then he finally reaches his brother, told his brother that he's at home in the family house and he wants to know what the update is. And the brother said, you're where? Nigeria? All of a sudden, his brother's messages stopped delivering. He cannot see his brother's picture on WhatsApp anymore. At this point, he starts to ask his mother more intensely, Mother, what is going on? Where is the house? And at this, his mother finally confesses to him that, they couldn't do the construction. that his brother fell on very hard times. So many things happened. Nigeria, the exchange rate, did this, did that, and that they have built nothing. Now, after all the surprise of all of this, after almost fainting, after crying, rolling on the floor, his mother goes and comes back to the house with the Reverend Father. And the Reverend Father is talking to him about second chances. The Reverend Father is telling him about how to err is human and to forgive is divine. At this point, we don't know what happens next in the story. But I want to now talk about second chances and this perception of second chances. At what point should we really give second chances to our loved ones? We're even focusing on loved ones now, because I understand second chances at work, second chances at different places for people that have not hurt you this deeply. Because if you distill down to the matter here, the family has probably shared the funds between themselves and everybody is doing whatever they do. His brother has moved to Ghana and was doing some business with Ghana, even married a wife without telling his brother, while his sister was doing something else with the money. The mother was doing her own thing with the money as well. How does second chances play in this? How does the culmination of his life work? Now we can begin to analyze and say, what is this need or regard to build something back home? But different families come with different sorts of upbringing. There's legacy for a lot of people, and legacy is important for people. And if you are from the southeast part of Nigeria, you will understand this. You will understand that craving to have a family home, especially because some of the things that happened in the 70s, in the 80s, where the culture and the people are concerned. So you would understand a little bit. But how does he give a second chance to anyone here? If this was a criminal case, this is fraud and people should go to jail. And I believe second chances is for people that are genuinely remorseful. His brother has blocked him now on WhatsApp. His mother started out with a lie. And even though I'm a believer that you cannot throw away your family. So at what point should a second chance come into this story? Is there any room for a second chance? What would you do if this was you in question? I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions. Please share in the comments and let's have a conversation. Thank you very much, guys, for joining today's episode. See you tomorrow.